So can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so welcome back, everybody. We're gonna keep going with the presentation in this session. We have Haomei Meng-Briscoe. I'm not gonna pronounce the first word of your title, but the rest is as an example of a memetic Vocaloid song on the internet. Thank you, Haomei.
Thank you for the introduction. I'm Haomei Meng-Briscoe. I'm from the Applied Linguistic Lab of East Texas A&M University. I'm a doctoral student right now. Today, I'm going to present an amusing topic, which is not serious at all, just purely entertaining. Dálābēngba as an example of a memetic Vocaloid song on the internet. The first word you can see the tones on top of it. It implies that it is tone language. It is Chinese. So this song is a Chinese song. Dálābēngba is a Vocaloid song performed by the virtual singers named Luo Tianyi and Yan He. You can see the two figures here. Vocaloid sounds are created during the voice synthesizing software Vocaloid. That's why the name comes from, and performed by vocal singers. Those vocal singers' voices sounds like a robot without human emotions. And those virtual singers enjoy such a high popularity among both Chinese and Japanese fans that they even have their own concerts. And a lot of people, they buy tickets to attend their concerts. So they have a big fan group. This song, the plot is pretty simple. It's about a hero named Dálābēngba 班得贝迪布多比鲁翁 slaughtered a dragon named 昆图库塔卡提考特苏瓦希拉松 and saved the princess named 米亚莫拉苏纳丹尼谢丽红. To express appreciation, the king married the princess to the hero. Thereafter, they lived a happy life and born a son. I just read those names. You can see that they are unbearably long. Therefore, their son's name was pretty short, only comprising 3 characters. After the uploader Alien shared this video, he immediately demanded that anyone who covered this song should rename the characters and the locations in it. I'm approaching this virtual song as a meme because of the following elements. It undergoes a memetic circle. First, it got viral overnight in March 25th, 2017. The moment it was posted in one of China's social share platform, overnight, more than 100,000 people watched it, and 49 days later, the number reached over 1 million. It undergoes a myriad of adaptations on Bilibili, which is one of the biggest video sharing websites in China. I found at least 45 versions at minimum. After it reached its apex, the popularity immediately plummeted after 2 waves of derivatives. The first waves are created during April and May 2017. Most of those derivatives are based on the narration from different characters, such as from the prince's character, king's perspective, even from the castle's perspective. And the second wave is from the lens of hardcore science, like physics, biology, computer programming, gaming, anime, dialect, TV shows, etc., during June and August 2017. And we all know that in hardcore science, there are always a lot of terms which are only historic to those in-group members. It creates a big chance, a better chance, a good chance for them to put those terms into this sound and to make changes. The last feature is that it is quite unusual that because it even breaks the wall of ACNG. ACNG means anime, comic, game, and novel. It breaks the wall of ACNG and spreads to the general public. ACNG is generally a very narrow one, comprising of mostly very young people, teenagers, but it even spreads to the general public. Four different famous real-life singers performed this song in 2018, 2019, 2020, and even 2023, respectively. So in 2018, 19, 20, and 2023, those ACNG fans, virtual singer fans, they already lost interest. They moved to another virtual sound. And then the public began to realize, oh, this is amusing, and they began to listen it. In this presentation, I'm going to analyze the linguistic features of the entertaining Dálābēngba, playful names, modern-day virtual game terminology, and stork plot, and the unique prosodic elements. First, the playful names. I just read those names, and I do not want to read it again. Obviously, it is unbearably long, tongue twister-wise, and nonsensical names. Those names are long, but it has no meaning at all. And the uploader shared that she came up with those names just because one afternoon he was waiting for a bus and watched and noticed a street name, which is very long. So he came up with the idea and create a song with those weird names. It's purely whimsical, no sense at all. It is a kind, those long nonsensical name is kind of a subversion of the usual relatively short names. And it is out of the expectation of our naming tradition. I do not mean all naming traditions. I mean common naming traditions. And it is a reflection, it's an instance of, the scripted opposition and incongruity can explain this kind of phenomenon. And just because these names are so thin, no one cares about the princess and the warrior. They do not care about the plot, but they just got involved in coming up with more innovative names. To make you feel the taste of this song, I'm going to play this song. Let me check whether it can be, you can hear it or not. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Good.
No, Haomei,
Yeah, we cannot hear it.
you need to stop sharing and then share again and click the share audio.
You can see, I did not.
We cannot hear the song.
Okay.
So you need to stop sharing.
Okay.
And then go back to sharing. Now go back to sharing and click, before you choose the window, you need to click share sound. It's going to be a checkbox on the right.
Oh, okay. I understand what you mean. Wait. Okay, I have to to see something that last night I actually read the instructions and I found out that it asked me to enter the passport to get the video shared. But I forgot my password and I spent a lot of time to get my password back, but I didn't. But anyway, I do not think the sharing of this video will impact this a lot. Can I move on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. It is really a catch-22 thing, you know. I try to find my keys, my password, but it's just lead me to the website again. Anyway, this is the playful names of this song. I hope I can sing it. Yeah. Okay. The next one is the composition of gaming terminology and a stock plot. In this song's lyrics, there are some modern day virtual gaming terminology like monsters, level up, gold coin, treasure box. Those are very common in those virtual games. But those games are combined with a very stock plot involving a warrior battling a dragon to save the princess. It's a very weird combination. The third feature is a unique prosodic elements. It's playful and emotionless because the song's voice is created by a synthesizing machine. This kind of feature makes the virtual sounds, the key has no limit at all. It can be as high as the equipment allows. And at some places, it is beyond the human capability. You know, human can now sing so high and so high pitch, but those machines can. And those virtual sounds, they have no limit for breath, so they can include long sentences lasting 20 to 30 seconds. There is another video uploader who covered all the sounds of the uploader in Elam, but he has to negotiate with the uploader to lower the key and modify the arrangement so that he could have a breath while singing. One Vocaloid fan commented, "I just like the tone of the virtual singer, whose electronic timbre has no necessary emotions." They love this feature. And there is an English version of Dálābēngba, which I guess you cannot hear either. This song is totally lost the essence of the original version. Why? Because the singing tone, the singing key is so low, and it is sang by a human. So compared with the original version, it does not have so many views. This is my conclusion. Right now, virtual sounds, Vocaloid sounds, they are still mainly spread in the ACNG community. Dálābēngba is only one of a few virtual sounds that reached the general public. And even though it reached the general public, though people only approach it with a novelty hunting air. They listen to it, oh, it's interesting, then they quickly lost interest, and they have no interest to get familiar with the Vocaloid, you know, the voice synthesizer software. They have no interest in that. So virtual sounds mainly still get very popular in this narrow in-group members. Dálābēngba blends traditional and innovative elements. It humorously submits a clichéd plot with absurdly playful names, and meanwhile employs voice synthesized software to generate an artificial voice. I think that's all my presentation today.
Thank you, Haomei, for your presentation. I must say I didn't know this existed, so that was a discovery for me.
Mostly it is kind of Japanese anime fans. They heard about it.
Okay, so we have plenty of time for questions, comments.
Thank you, Haomei. I have a question for you. So I was wondering about the humor aspect of this. So apart from the sort of the ridiculously long names, is this a type of genre, musical genre, let's say, that is coming up? Is it parodying the music in anime videos? Is it a parody of something else? What is it a parody of? I don't know enough of the anime world.
I do not think there is parodying it. It is just try to overthrow some ideas of our naming conventions just for fun. They try not to imitate anyone else. It is quite creative. I think right now I still didn't find which genre this song belongs to, the humor genre belongs to. I just know it is purely for entertainment, for fun.
Thank you.
The meaningless playfulness. Maybe it has a meaning in itself.
Well, didn't you say that they can do like 30-second long vocalizations without taking a breath? That's bound to be funny because it's so over the top what humans can do, right?
I mean, they can keep singing for 20 to 30 seconds without taking a breath, and at the same time, the tone is pretty high.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I've never heard it because you didn't play it, but
that's my fault.
Theoretically, that sounds like it would be funny because no one can do that, right? You said that when a human did it, they had to lower the key and shorten.
Yeah, they need to take a break.
Yeah, why don't you put the link in the chat?
Okay.
So we are all gonna go and listen to the songs.
Right. Well, maybe I can go and if it plays for me, I'll log in and play it for everybody. Like a collaborative. We've got time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Plenty of time. In the meanwhile, if there are other questions, comments, requests, then we do have a question in the chat.
Okay, I put the link in the chat. Okay. Are the prosodic properties unique when compared with other vocals? Okay, let me finish. I actually heard about other Vocaloid songs. I do not think Dálābēngba, the prosodic property of Dálābēngba is unique. It is not unique when compared with other Vocaloid sounds. The similarity is that they can create those tones, those keys, just out of the boundary of human voice, and it is machine robot. How to say that? Sounds like a robot, like a singing, like a machine. Yes. Yeah,
Haomei, stop sharing because it's playing on my computer, so I'll play it for everybody. And by the way, just listening to the first 12 seconds, I fully believe that it's very, very So you see the screen, yes?
Yeah, you can move it to the.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
很久很久以前，巨龙突然出现，带来灾难，带走了公主，又消失不见。王国十分危险，世界却最勇敢，因为勇者赶来，大声喊：我要踏上最后的剑，翻过最高的山，闯进最深的森林，把公主带回到面前。国王非常高兴，忙问他的姓名，也请人下能想。他说：陛下，我叫达拉崩巴班杜贝蒂咕嘟比鲁哦。再说一次，达拉崩巴班杜贝蒂咕嘟比鲁哦。是就是达拉崩巴班杜贝蒂咕嘟比鲁。
You can move to the 2 minutes 10. You know. Yes.
All right. You know what this reminds me most? The chipmunk.
What's that?
Well, see, there you go. That's the end of this conversation. Now, nice knowing you all. Any Americans want to explain the chipmunks to? It's a cartoon where they have these 3 chipmunks that speak with incredibly high-pitched voices.
Yeah.
So the first thing that popped into my head was the chipmunks.
But the song is very catchy.
Yeah,
I
it's
understand.
very catchy.
Yes. See, I
Haomei,
was dancing.
Can I ask a question? Like the video that goes with the song was also shared by the person who created the song? Is that like the original package?
Let me check.
Because that was also not what I expected.
Oh,
For this type of song, that was a very, with cards and
Yes, actually it is with cards because the uploader is only a student and was so poor. He cannot afford a very delicate platform. He cannot
but
hire.
that also contributes to like making the whole thing funny.
Yeah.
Because you have like this technologically advanced
Yeah.
produced song, and then you have this
guy
crappy
created
video, but yeah.
Yeah, this guy was a student created in the dormitory.
Okay. There are a few comments in the chat as well. Would Dálābēngba count as burlesque? The old meaning of parody of a genre. Vocaloid song might be the genre.
Actually, I don't know. I think I need to explore this question. Let me put down this question. Yeah. Thank you for asking this.
Yeah, it's like parody songs, like Weird Al. Sometimes it's a parody of a very specific song. Sometimes it's a parody of an artist. Sometimes it's a parody of a genre.
Yeah, if you explain that way, I do not think it is a parody because it didn't try to, there is no existing thing that it tries to image to create a contrast. No.
So to follow up on that, so you do not consider this to be a parody of like Prince Save Princess kind of story?
It is a princess story, but the high point, the highlight of this song is never the plot. It is a nameplay and the prosodic features. And that's something that attract people's attention. And those people, the relatives of this song, yeah, their creation is just for fun, no meaning at all.
We're all
have,
too old to understand this.
we have
Yeah.
5 more minutes for more questions
well,
or
we-
comments.
Yeah, that's why it is. Yeah, those people within the Vocaloid group, they always think that, oh, you guys do not understand us. Yeah, we are kind of, yeah, how to see that? Unique. We are different. No one can easily cross the wall. Yeah.
Haomei, and the artists who sang this song, because you cited like 3 or 4 years, did they do that live? The singers who sang this song,
No.
human
The
people,
no.
real people.
Oh, that's a good question. You know, those voices, they are based on human voices, but it undergoes the changes by the machines.
But I thought you said in your presentation, sorry if I misunderstood, I thought you said that some artists, real people, took up the song and then sang it.
Oh, you mean those real singers, they yes, they see this song, they perform this song, but they have to make a lot of changes to make it singable, to make them capable of singing it.
But they did, with
Yes,
the adjustments.
Yeah, they have to make the adjustment.
There's one more question in the chat.
Mhm. Singing and performance are very human, but they are not humans. Yes, they are kind of copy humans, but they are not human. There is a kind of similarity because the images and the gestures, you know, those virtual singers, they perform, they are controlled by some real singer dancing behind it. I mean, when they hold those vocal singer concerts, you see those vocal singers walk around and hold up their hands. Actually, behind it, there is a human dancing behind the machines. So it is human, but it is not. There is a contrast. I agree. I accidentally watched a documentary about how to generate those virtual scenes and how to perform it. Yeah. Yes, I agree with that. It's kind of eternal contrasting it.
Thank you so much, Haomei.
Thank you.
Thank you.